Hello everyone, the December review here, back again. The heck? Where's that coming from? It's not the dishwasher.
What are we doing today?
Oh, no, we're doing him today.
Anthony Marantino, 10:45.
We are back with episode 6 of And Just Like That. Spoilers are ahead, so make sure to check out the series only on HBO. Coming off of the events of last week, we find Carrie apartment hunting as she settles on a new place alongside the Hudson, but isn't too sure about the purchase. Meanwhile, Miranda, who apparently hasn't mentioned her Che encounter with Steve yet, finds herself fixated on that moment while also talking with Naya about a building shelter renovation project. Charlotte is trying to keep her cool when she learns Rock wants to change her room, which includes removing her vintage doll collection and covering up a custom paint design. These are the basic plot points that make up episode 6, and scattered all around are some very well-crafted, well-acted, and funny scenarios for the cast.
There are two things no one should ever be talked into: love and ziplining. One of my most favorite Fendi sandals is still somewhere in that rainforest.
We find our leads' lives continuing to change. Carrie has quite the emotional journey here, as pretty much every scene she is in has some sort of major connection to it. Early on, we see her preparing a meal, which is a rare sight on its own, but it harkens back to her time with Big, especially from what we saw in the first episode. She finds herself at her storage building with Charlotte, looking for items to take home. When she opens up a box of records, her feelings come crashing back into near panic attack levels over her loss. She admits she thought she was doing well with things, but obviously when confronted with the tangible reminders, it's clear she's doing a good job of pushing things aside versus allowing it for it to be real. And who can blame her? I mean, there's no handbook on dealing with these things, and that emotional breakdown gives way to the episode's excellent ending, where during a montage, Carrie, back at the old place, not only starts opening up the past, but wears it out as well in an excellent final shot. It's a true sign of the inner strength of the character. There's another scene where our three leads are having lunch, and Miranda decides to tell Charlotte about her Che encounter. First off, when Miranda says she's going to tell her something, the reaction from Carrie is priceless, but the ensuing discussion turns heated as Charlotte disapproves of the news, resulting in Miranda walking away. Carrie jumps in with what could be the season's best line so far.
Stop. We already lost Samantha. I'm not losing anyone else. People are gone. Like in a second.
Meanwhile, Naya has dinner with some friends, and she is feeling the pressure of starting a family. The slightly awkward meal ends with a really well-done scene where Naya opens up about her apprehension to things. Her boyfriend gives another extremely well-written boost of encouragement, and Anthony asks Carrie to tag along to that plastic surgeon visit, which had been set up with Stanford. He's elated to hear that the doctor doesn't recommend much, but Carrie takes the bait and for a second contemplates having work done. Outside of the great humor to be found here, the situation lends itself to the bigger question of aging and insecurity that shadows the new season's characters. And it's another great showpiece for Anthony, who continues his excellent work once again.
Best consultation ever.
This was directed by Cynthia Nixon, who does some great things behind the camera. The episode opens up with Carrie looking at her soon-to-be ex-apartment, and the first shot of the New York skyline through the large windows as the camera moves into our characters is a standout shot. There's also a very subtle zoom-in on Carrie towards the end where she's opening up a box that really helps convey the emotion of that moment. So overall, episode 6 really covered a lot of ground and felt very detailed in its story. Most of the major plot points so far in the season were continued, and there's the dedicated emphasis on moving forward. The excellent wrap-up at the end with "I Can See Clearly Now" by Johnny Nash playing is at one point metaphorical and a timestamp on where we find our leads. For Carrie, she is unboxing her loss. For Charlotte, she is boxing up her past. And for Miranda, well, she's really sure that she doesn't know what to do. They say nothing lasts forever, dreams change, trends come and go. But friendships never go out of style.
What?
You had a huge reaction.
Oh, of course I had a huge reaction. You knew? Say something. Cheese?
We had a big fight, but we're fine.
You're fine? You're fine with this?
No, she said we're fine, not I'm fine.
Are you not fine with it?
I don't even know what it is yet.
Well, I don't even know what it is yet either.
Like this video, please. I don't know where that's coming from. This isn't working for me.